Hello there, my name's Card, and here on my YouTube page I like to make simple little videos about things that interest me. This video will just be something of a quick update for people who might have seen another recent video of mine, one called You Should Hate Pirate Software, which incidentally I'll link at the top of this video's description if you want to go watch it for yourself. Now, I believe, and am asserting, that Jason Thor Hall of Pirate Software not only inexplicably ended up seeing my little video, but he got really mad about it, and has tried his best to take it down and to otherwise fuck with it to the best of his ability. If that interests you, if you want all the juicy details, just bear with me for a moment, and I'll get into why I think all that. But first, just a little bit of specific context. A couple of days ago now, I made a video talking about how I think Jason Thor Hall has been acting really shitty about the Stop Killing Games consumer rights initiative, and why I don't like him, and why I think others shouldn't like him either. Now, my YouTube page is, by content creator standards, really small. I don't get a lot of views, which I'm perfectly happy with. If something I make gets 1,000 views total, I think that's super. That is beyond all my wildest expectations. But this video I did recently, You Should Hate Pirate Software, I guess the mysterious YouTube algorithm liked it, or it's just a really popular topic right now, because my recent video got about 9,000 views in 2 days, and it's still gradually ticking up bit by bit. That's huge by my standards. It's not technically my most popular video outright, but it comes very close, and it's certainly the only video of mine that's done that well in such a short period of time. And I will also assert that, remarkably, Hall happened to see my video when it only had about 400 views on it, and he watched it privately, and got exceedingly angry at what he considered to be an attack on his character, even if it's just coming from absolute small fry like me. And I also believe, although the exact details here may be a little bit speculative on my part, Hall has tried to officially report my video to YouTube as being some sort of terms of service rule-breaking targeted harassment. About 24 hours after he tried this, it became clear to him that this would not be successful. YouTube evidently declined to agree with him there, if they actually took his complaint in at all. So instead, around this time, Hall instructed people within the innermost circle of his fan community, on services like Discord and elsewhere, to mass report my aforementioned video themselves, and report my YouTube page, and seemingly to leave a bunch of comments under that video calling me wrong and a bully. Which is, by the way, also the reason that if you go to my You Should Hate Pirate Software video and filter the comments by chronological order, basically the only comments expressing significant disagreement with me all happen to have been left within one 30-minute period, roughly 25 hours after that video was posted. And also, come to think of it, telling your fans to wrongly mass report a video you don't like does seem like a sort of targeted harassment, doesn't it? But I digress. Also, I'm still here, and that video is still here. How about that? Now, at this point, you should be thinking, Card, this all sounds perfectly plausible based on what we know about Jason Thor Hall's personality and ego, but ideally, you'd show us proof. That's very true and very astute of you to say. And I do have proof. I have receipts, as the TikTok teens say, and I'm going to hold on to them for at least a little bit. Because the way I see it, I imagine that this video will make its way, sooner or later, back to Hall himself too. Which means there is an outside chance, a small chance, but a chance, he publicly addresses it, even if in some small capacity, like on Twitter or whatever. And, firstly, I just want to know what parts of my narrative here he denies, if any. Will he admit he tried to have my video taken down by YouTube mods? Will he admit to the fact he got his fans to try and do the same? Or will he admit he got them to be annoying little toadies in my comment section for a while? I'm hoping that we might be able to get some specific denials from him on record before I tip my hand fully here. Apologies to anyone who might have liked to see some receipts now, I do understand why you'd want them, but I have considered my options here, and I do believe this will be the right way to do this. Trust the plan. Because I don't think Jason Thor Hall necessarily realizes the extent of what I happen to know here. And at this point, since I think he's watching, I'll just look directly to camera for a moment to say, "Hey Jason, all your friends hate you, sucker." Anyway, if worst comes to pass, if we hear nothing back from him at all, I'll just make another video in the near-ish future, dropping everything pertinent, okay? As for right now, thank you for listening, goodbye, and have a lovely day.